Here we go. Hi, good evening. It's been a little while since I've done a live stream, especially with sports involved. The last time I did one was going to be the review of the Daytona 500, but since it went so long overtime, it was a good idea to do the last half hour, and it got such good reviews that I figured we could do another one. There's one fun fact about me. Now you'll know as these next 2 days go. I'm actually a big wrestling fan. I watched WWE, well, when it was WWF. I watched WCW. Watched a couple ECW matches. So for me, this is the second year I've done WrestleMania. Up until last year, I never watched a WrestleMania as far as pay-per-view point of view, but now with streaming, it's a great way of doing it. And I'm looking forward to last year. I had a couple friends. I went to a friend's house for day one, and then I had a friend or two came over and watched day two last year, and they said that was arguably maybe the best match of all time as far as a main event card. Who knows what's going to happen this year with John Cena and Cody Rhodes tomorrow? But that's tomorrow. So today we're going to be doing day one of WrestleMania 41. I'm going to do my best to do both days. We'll see how I hold up physically, emotionally, all that other stuff. And if you're checking out this channel for the first time, hello. I'm going to do a brief introduction about me so you know who you listening to for the next 2 days. My name is Rasheem Stewart. I am going to be 46 years old next month, end of next month. Right now, I live in Florida. I've been doing this YouTube channel, at least, for going on. I had the channel since July of 23, so it's been almost 2 years. But I've been doing videos since September of 23, so a little over 18 months, going on to 19 months now. It's been a great adventure doing all these videos. I'm getting back to doing some other ones starting next week, so you can look out for that. I want to also become a motivational speaker, also do some work in the jails and prison ministries in different parts of the country. So my channel, we talk about mostly motivational stuff, but sometimes we do talk about stuff going on behind my life, mental health, which before the end of the month, I will be doing an episode about autism because this month is Autism Awareness Month. So probably next week's episode will be talking about that and some stuff about autism and my personal experiences with autism and stuff like that. So you can look out for that probably next Sunday, probably when that episode will be released. And I will be doing an Easter episode, a quick happy Easter episode. I'm going to record it right after this live tonight, depending what time WrestleMania goes off. And then I'm going to have it premiere probably tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock Eastern time. So y'all can look out for that. So stuff about me. I'm a big sports fan. I am a man of God. I used to be in the United States Navy way back in the day. So I'm a Navy veteran. And a couple other things. I'm the youngest. I have two older brothers and an older sister, two nephews, two nieces. No, I'm not married. I've never been married. No kids, unfortunately, but that's just the truth. I know I'm sweating because I'm in Florida right now. We're actually arguably here for a record high for this part of Florida I'm living in for this time of year. So you've never been to Florida. It's a beautiful part of the country, beautiful part of the world, but it does get really hot, especially like from spring, like from March all the way to like sometimes mid-October, recent history. The temperatures average between 80, sometimes it gets up to a little over 100 humidity. So keep that in mind as well. So this is how I'm going to do the stream today. You guys going to hear the sound in the background. In fact, we're going to do a quick check, see if we can hear it now. You'll hear the background for the matches and the intros in the matches, but all the other maybe a minute to the post.
This is wonderful Las Vegas, the desert playground, and host to some of the greatest events on the planet. And this is also the home of the NFL's Raiders. Allegiant Stadium on the Strip in Las Vegas, Nevada. Over 60,000 WWE fans expected tonight for WrestleMania Saturday. And tonight's arrivals are brought to you by Xfinity. Stream all of WWE action you love with one.
Okay, so you guys will hear the matches in the background. I can't show the picture, of course, because of copyright strikes or whatever. But we will at least have the sound in the background so you guys can hear the match from start to finish. Whatever will be actions afterwards, and then after that, from that point till the next match start, we'll just discuss it on here, and that's the way we're gonna do it each night. Okay, they're just doing the entry. They're showing Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. We're assuming CM Punk's gonna be next. There's Paul Heyman, because that's the main event for the first night. It's CM Punk, Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns is the main event for the first night, and then the second night, the main event for the undisputed WWE titles, Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Well, as when I'm trying to do the whole event, but we'll see how many people show up to the live. We'll see if anybody interested. I'll keep it on for like an hour, at least for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. If nobody really shows up, I'll stop it early, and then we'll try again tomorrow. They just show Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton. So I wanted to do something a little bit there, but I want to change things up a little bit as far as me doing certain videos, doing certain things, so we can actually, it's not just to get more people. It has a little bit about the analytics too, but it's also for me to go a tad, I love sports, but I'm just doing just something a tad outside my comfort zone. We'll see what happens, and hopefully from there we will go from there. So again, if you're new to the channel, hello. I'm glad you're stopping by, especially your wrestling fans. I know it's hard because there's a lot of different people are doing these similar type of streams, so it could be that, but we'll like I said, we'll have fun. We'll try to go as long as we can, and we'll go from there. They're doing like a quick intro, so I'm not gonna do like the intro stuff per se, but other things we'll see what happens. If you're having a little tough time hearing the sound in the background as the TV, please let me know while we're doing the stream, and I'll see there's a way we can make it better when people come on. But other than that, oh, hello, hi, how you doing? Yeah, we just started the live stream. I'm waiting for the all the pre, how they go, all that pre stuff to go. How are you doing tonight? Happy Easter. Yes, right, it is Easter weekend. Let me say hello to you. I'm gonna check something. If I haven't already, okay. Yes, I hope you're having a good holiday weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes, and we're gonna have fun. Also, there's an idea I'm gonna try to do later on this year. I don't know if we can, but we're gonna try it. As me being a big sports fan, but especially being a big NASCAR fan, I know a lot of other channels have done it in the past, and we might actually do like a live stream where we'll be watching an old school NASCAR race, and we'll just do it as a educational, but also have fun and have that discussion. So if that's something you guys want to do before the end of the calendar year, let me know, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so I'm glad somebody said hello. I'm glad you was able to be on here tonight. Let me just fix the chat settings. Okay. Oh, we have no moderator right now. Yeah, we get to all messages. So as more people come on tonight, you guys could talk about wrestling stuff. If you want to ask me questions to get to know me better, that's fine too. This is why we're going to be here the next 2 days. Hold on a second.
WWE Chief Content Officer in 2025, WWE Hall of Fame inductee, Paul Triple H Levesque.
All right, we just started WrestleMania, so just like last year. I think he started Saturdays as well last year. I'll turn up just a little bit, so in case there's issues with the sound, maybe that's true. Hey, once y'all get on, if you can hear the sound, let me know in the background so we know it's working. If not, we'll have to figure something out. But it'll be a good test for me when I do the NFL draft next week.
It is my distinct honor to welcome you to Las Vegas, where for the first time ever, right here, right now, all of you are being seen by the entire globe live now. So with that said, welcome to WrestleMania! Hello world! You are looking live at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Over 6.
Oh, that's Michael Cole, by the way, because you one of the boys. So I think Joe Testaver's also here too at some point. We call him some matches. But it's mostly going to be Michael Cole, and I forgot who he's. Oh, Pat McAfee, yeah. I love the WWE. I love the stage. So I don't know if y'all, whoever's watching. Oh, we got a nice DJ, Fatal Fury. So they got people dancing right now. I'm not gonna play the South all down. I'm just waiting to when they show listen to the intros of the wrestlers and all that other stuff. And that's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna start when they do the entrances of the both wrestlers, and then depending on how many wrestlers per match. Okay, about to start. Gunther and Jey Uso is gonna be the first match. They're about to yeet. Pat McAfee's gonna snap.
Wait! What a moment! Guys, need a little insensitive! Within the first time!
Man, look at the latest cheerleaders. God, bless America.
Thank you for the hospitality, Tom Brady and the Las Vegas Raiders. Your stadium is immaculate. place is upside down. Early.
I hope, a part of me hopes that Jey Uso wins tonight. But I think my gut said they're going to let Gunther keep the title. But the way they've been pushing Jey Uso the last little over a year since somewhat breaking off the bloodline, I would like to see him finally win a singles title. I think he's won some type of singles title once in his career. But now, to get to world championship status,
could it be the first time he's a world champion all by himself? Or is that he gets his heart broke by the ring general? Until then,
everybody eating. Love it. I've never been to Vegas. Actually, I would like to do that.
I will say, in an entire stadium, leading to the max right now, Jey Uso seems remarkably restrained. He's the only one that can restrain himself from. Yeet, 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 dominating, baby. Well, it's all excitement for everyone else, but Jey Uso is the man that has to now step in the ring with the ring general Gunther. The celebrations. Because everybody's having fun. Get the ring moving. It's getting in the front row, man. I like that. I like that. Big brain man from a lot of great songs. This being the banger, Drew and Drew. How do you do, Ricky Root? Hey, look at Jay eating right next to our lucky Slim Jim sweepstakes winner, who's leading the ultimate fan experience thanks to Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap in to a Slim Jim. Come on, Oos! Come on, Oos! And baby, that's for WrestleMania. Come on, Blair. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WrestleMania. Pat McAfee and I are here, and for the first time at the announce desk, it is WrestleMania debut. Wade Hart, welcome, partner. So pumped up for this, and I might not have seen so much like that during the eating experience. I'm trying to pace myself. This is a massive show with massive matches, and I'm so honored to be a part of this process. Hey, even the Spanish announcers, Marcelo Rodriguez and Jerry Soto, doing the deed as well.
That's cool. All right, we're going to save the sound for a minute, but at least we want to do a couple minute test to see if it was going to work. Jey Uso got the whole crowd eating, and while the guys say, I love Jesus, as a sign, I love it. And you got a Saudi Arabia gun. Because they will be doing something in Saudi Arabia later on this year for WWE. I think that's Crown Jewel later on this year. So yes, so yeah, again, when you guys get on as the day goes along, say hello. Like I said, we're trying this as an experiment this weekend because I'm going to see if I want to do a NFL draft live stream. Only just the first round, which will be this coming Thursday. I know it's going to be interesting because I have to be at work by 7 a.m. the next morning. So depending on how long the draft is, I don't know how much sleep I'm going to get that night. But I don't know. Part of me, I don't personally care. But at the same time, we'll see. Especially if I got work Thursday, could come home with enough time, get ready to do the stream. And then after that, get ready to go to what next day. So we'll see. Not saying it's gonna happen yet, but it's in the works. We'll put it like that. Right now, here's gonna be an introduction of Gunther. So here's the sound for it. Kind of was like Ivan Drago from Rocky 4.
Gunther marching his way to the ring. He has only been pinned by two men since arriving on the scene on Monday Night Raw a number of years ago. One was Cody Rhodes back at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia in November. The other was a year ago, not right here at WrestleMania, when he went into the matchup a heavy favorite against the underdog Sami Zayn. Sami would go on to upset Gunther and end the 666-day reign as champion.
And certainly Sami Zayn is a very capable competitor, so maybe Gunther took him less seriously than he should. A record at 51-3, this man wins and wins and wins some more. Doesn't understand losing. In the last couple of weeks, he seemingly has lost himself a little bit with Jey Uso barking back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match tonight is presented by Slim Jim. Get Savage with America's favorite golden spicy meat stick. Now hit it to a Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah.
Also making her WrestleMania debut tonight, our ring announcer, the great Alicia Taylor.
Yeah, that's why she took off Samantha last year.
The following contest scheduled for one more is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I like the hair. Hair's cool, but I just don't like all the extra coloring to me.
San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso. And his opponent from Vienna, Austria.
Well, hello. Hoping you enjoyed this live stream tonight. Let me know if you can hear the wrestling match in the background. So we'll probably be doing that as the match goes along. Don't be afraid to say hello. I don't bite. That's all I know.
Jey Uso won the 2025 Royal Rumble. He would go on to pick this man, Gunther, to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. Wade, a lot of people have questioned the decision of why Uso would pick this monster known as Gunther.
Well, it's a mountain to climb from the word go. For the past 3 months, Gunther has been at his brutalist worst. It looked like it crumbled Jey Uso from the.
I think to me, out of the two main championships, this is like the equivalent when they used to have when WCW merged with WWE back in 2002-ish. This is like the equivalent of that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think it's the second. It's like 1B, and the WWE Undisputed title, I think is 1A, which used to be the Universal title. For a while, the WWE title was the main one, but when Roman unified the titles a few years ago, they made now the Undisputed one more significant to me. But even as a world champion, it still counts as far as you trying to catch Ric Flair and John Cena. Depending on what happens tomorrow, it could be 17 for Cena.
Weighing each other out here a little bit on the big stage.
The problem for Jey, I mentioned before, 0-3 in one-on-one matches with Gunther back in 2024 when Jey Uso was the Iron Man of the Rumble that year.
Let's get started,
50 minutes before being eliminated by Gunther. We're underway. Are you surprised, Wade, that Jey Uso went with the collar and elbow tie-up to start this match?
Yeah, I am completely. Listen, the mindset of Jey Uso may have appeared to have changed over the past 2 weeks. Physically, he's still the same guy. That's the problem. Physically, nobody.
Oh, and Jey firing back to the right, and he drops Gunther. And Gunther now back on his heels, and To readjust.
First little shot goes to Jey Uso. If you want to come by little mini rounds, first round goes to Jey Uso.
Jey Uso has actually put on some muscle over the last few months. He's got a new neck tap, so physically he's different as well coming in here. And I think what Gunther just realized was, wait a minute, Jey Uso can throw hands if he has to.
Yeah, real contrast in styles in this matchup. Gunther is steadfast, machine-like. He's redefined brutality here in WWE. For Jey Uso, he's flashy, he's quick, he's a veteran. Looking to outsmart Gunther here tonight.
So, like I said, we're going to be on here until at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And depending on how many people show up, fine. If they don't really show up, we'll end the stream a little early, and then we'll try again tomorrow night. Or maybe not. I'll just wait for the NFL draft. We'll see.
Jey Uso with a shoulder tackle of his own, chopped by Gunther.
Yeah, those are going to be the equalizers here.
And a step up into Curry drops the champ again. And again, Gunther has to roll out of the way and try to reassess the situation.
Step up insecurity gives Jey a little bit of peace here.
Well, here's the shocking moment. That huge chop from Gunther there. Jey just ate it. It rattled him, but he didn't go down. That has surprised the big Austrian.
The dominant champion who's held the title 80% of his career in WWE. 870 days as the NXT UK champ. 666 days as the Intercontinental champion. 258 days now as the world champ since winning back at SummerSlam. One thing Gunther has to do, Pat, is not allow the crowd to get into this match.
Yeah, you watch him just take a step back there once the eating started here in Las Vegas, and maybe it is in his head a little bit that the whole stadium's against him.
Being a former NFL player, explain to us the importance of the momentum of the crowd to help your team.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing. Stats and analytics don't really know how to explain it, but if the vibes are good and they're going, oh, confidence is high.
And Gunther into the cover now. Jey forced to kick out. I'm not sure you want to try to overpower Gunther here.
Yeah, and I guess you're overestimating the importance of crowd noise when it comes to Gunther. A lot of people, yes.
So, yeah, while we're enjoying this match, I want to start, and I want to say this as the match continues, I want to start doing more stuff and sharing things I like. You know, I like sports, you know, a lot of different types of sports. I want to start doing that more on my channel. There's also going to be some more stuff. I don't want to get too personal, but as far as opening up a little bit more what's going on behind the scenes of my life, whatever, one thing I will tell you is that I am trying to raise some money so I could do this more often, pump out more content and more different types of content on my channel. I feel like it's been good, but I feel like I could take it to another level. So that's why I'm trying to raise some money. So I'll keep you guys updated on that once in a while. I do like once a quarter update videos. I'll let you know how that's going. And there will be some new stuff coming. And when they do start coming, I hope you guys like the content, and I think it'll be very enjoyable.
Remember, guys, no hurry for Gunther here. He's got the champion's advantage. Jey must pin or submit Gunther to win the title.
This is the pace that Gunther likes. It was that 100 miles an hour stuff from Jey Uso that was playing into Uso's game plan. Now this is all back to the drawing board.
Gunther goes 6'4", 250. The Austria, and that big uppercut drops Jey again. And now,
hey, how you doing? I hope you're enjoying this wrestling content. Let me know as you come on and put in the chat if you can hear the sound of the background of the wrestling match. If you can, good. If you can't, let me know, and I'll try to adjust it so you guys can hear it better. And that's something that's going to be important so we know what's going on.
All that's changed in the meantime is a couple of fired-up speeches from Jey Uso. Physically, he's exactly the same, and now he's getting dominated by Gunther. This was inevitable.
You don't think that affected Gunther emotionally at all?
Until the bell rings, and then something switches in the mind of Gunther. And this version appears.
And now the match settling into the point where I believe many people thought this match would be that the dominance of Gunther didn't want to believe, wanted to believe in Jey. And Jey with a spear! He caught him out of midair with a spear. Chance now to steal a win over Gunther, who's got to kick it too. Now here's the champion, Wade. That's going to knock you all on a sword.
Yeah, and if everything you're saying, Wade, is true, then Jey Uso didn't just spear Gunther out of his boots and almost win the title right here in Las Vegas.
Take another look at this. Spears the next to perfection, but to be honest, Gunther absorbed it, kicked out at exactly the right moment, keeps the match alive. And really, Jey Uso took too long to follow it up.
You got to wonder if Jey got all that spear. Full momentum, but Jey's still fighting back, and Gunther seems to be on his heels with you.
In case Jey Uso is back in charge.
Oh, wow! Never mind!
The biggest equalizer in the game. Throw whatever you want at Gunther. Oh, wait a second.
Look at the powerbomb, and Jey turned into a Samoan drop. Great counter by Jey. He's been beaten by that powerbomb before.
I'll tell you this, Jey Uso is as locked in as I have ever seen him. I go back 16 years with that guy. This is a very different, more competitive version of Jey Uso.
Referee Sean Bennett, the official in this World Championship matchup. Gunther now will not allow Uso to get to the top rope. Gunther will meet him there, however. And now the world champion looking to take control. Hooking Uso, top rope now for Gunther. And a suplex driving Jey Uso across the ring.
There's a throw off the top rope.
And there's a dinosaur drop kick by the gargantuan Gunther, who now looks to put Uso away with a power bomb. And this is what we were afraid of. Stacks him up for the win, and the retention and a kick out at 2 by Jey.
Wow, what a kick out by Jey. Just got hit with a power bomb, and he said dinosaur. He said dinosaur drop kick.
This is a final piece in the puzzle, the high stack power bomb. Final piece until it wasn't. Jey Uso still has some resolve left in it.
What a night tonight at Allegiant Stadium. We kick off WrestleMania Saturday with the World Heavyweight title on the line. Over 60,000 will be in this building tonight in Las Vegas.
Absolutely electrifying atmosphere. WrestleMania.
Somebody's a Nas Reed fan for the Timberwolves. That's cool.
Right hand, big slap by Gunther, drops Jey again. And now Gunther looking to deliver yet another power bomb to Jey Uso. Jey Uso out with a nice line. And now Jey Uso spear again by Jey. Jey's got Gunther hurt. Gunther's down. Jey Uso's going to look to go up top. Is it Jey's moment? Is it Jey's opportunity? Jey from the top rope, frog splash connecting.
Oh, it's over.
Well, they both now dropped their heaviest artillery. It simply hasn't worked. Gunther got the second bite of the cherry. Jey beats him to the punch with this spear. This time following it up with that iconic splash.
Wow, he really got high before he got that splash.
And it's interesting because both the men have hit their finishers, their Uso splash and the power bomb, and you got to believe his frustration, starting to set in for Gunther.
What the hell's Gunther doing? He's taking his back and ball and going up.
Gunther has grabbed his world title. And Jey Uso, now look at the referee Bennett had to duck out of the way, and Gunther used the belt as a weapon. Jey Uso with a belt to the face.
Oh man, he got hit with the championship belt. No, don't end it like this. I was gonna say he did like an Eddie Guerrero and cheat. Lie is. It's nice to see y'all coming in here and there, but y'all can say hello. I mean, don't.
This looks very similar to what was happening to Jimmy a couple weeks ago.
Indeed, and Jey Uso was forced to watch as his brother was choked out, a bloody mess in the center of the ring. WWE fans trying to rally Jey Uso some way, somehow. Jey trying to make it to the rope. Gunther going to turn it around now and lock it in.
The eyes of Jey Uso slow.
Uh-oh. Hope it doesn't do a Step Caribbean night.
And now it's just a matter of time.
Squeezing the soul out of the body of Jey Uso, still scrambling.
Jey made it to the rope, straight through by Jey. Made it to the rope. The official gives Gunther a 5 to break.
I thought that was it, Wade. I thought Gunther was going to do what he's done so many times in the past, and that's just make Jey Uso
Guy looks like Randy Savage in the front row.
But things are getting incredibly close.
He's talking smack to Jey Uso right now.
Screaming at Uso, obviously frustrated, trying to figure out what he needs to do to put Jey away. A couple of
This is fun, though.
To the jaw of Jey Uso, and another chop. And Gunther's ticked off right now.
You get hit with a title, your brain is scrambled. Jey Uso at this point completely defenseless and starting to question the likelihood of Jey Uso's ongoing aliveness.
You saw the official Sean Bennett again checking on Jey Uso. Jey says, just bring it. And now another chop by Gunther. Uso is laughing. Jey Uso is laughing at the chops from Gunther.
Jey Uso said, you know the family I grew up in? You think you're going to be able to out-tough me?
And another one walks right into that. Drops Jey to the knees.
Wow.
But to your point, Jey might not have a clue where he's at.
You're like, oh, all you want. Imminently, Jey Uso is going to start looking like Jimmy did several weeks ago.
That's a really good point. Gunther promised he would bloody and bludgeon and battle Jey Uso in this match tonight.
He got the budget, right?
Okay, back to his feet. Nice move by Uso. World champ. That's on the left arm and a shot to Jey.
Caving up.
And another chop. Challenging.
At this point, Jey Uso clearly is not thinking like the normal Jey Uso. The referee needs to keep a close eye on this. Part of the job of the referee is to protect competitors when they can't protect themselves.
It's a championship fight. Jey Uso's nowhere near quit.
Jey fighting back. There's been some physical, vicious championship matches in all genres here in Las Vegas over the years. Gunther and Jey now exchanging blows like massive heavyweights in the middle of the ring. What's going to give here? And Gunther with a clothesline. Jey still on his feet. A clothesline to Gunther as well. Jey still standing tall.
Ooh.
And now mark the tap down.
This is good. This has been a good opening match to start WrestleMania. I think this was good for Triple H to start this match like this. You know, bring the crowd involved, get momentum. It's the second straight year.
You're ever going to get another opportunity at the World Championship. You got to take it when you can. And now Gunther from behind. The choke now on Uso. Able to duck from underneath. Nice German suplex by Jey.
Jey taking a minute, but he can't take too long. Gunther will take advantage.
Jey going deep into the playbook tonight.
Jey Uso is basically hitting Gunther's greatest hits on Gunther right now. That clothesline, that German suplex. Gunther, whatever he expected tonight, it certainly was not this.
There's a great game plan developed here by Jey Uso. And Jey now there again, that's that big dinosaur drop kick. Drops the number one contender in his tracks. Gunther now, center of the ring. Hoisting Jey Uso up, powerbomb associate Jey with a counter. Jey counters. Jey's got Gunther and a powerbomb of his own.
Yet again, pulling out moves from the repertoire of the champ.
Studying film. Throwing his game.
Jey just hit Gunther with a powerbomb and a super kick, and suddenly Uso showing signs of life.
A power bomb to the ring general.
Roman Reigns told us on Pat McAfee Show Friday how proud he was of Jey Uso in this opportunity tonight. Spear! Speaking of Roman Reigns, a spear by Jey. Gunther's down. Jey's gonna climb high.
Go on, Jey!
Uso splash! Smart by Jey. One didn't get it done last time, so Jey is gonna try to develop another one here. A second Uso splash.
Rolls through again, Cole. I think he's thinking 3 Uso splashes.
Well, Gunther looks like a beaten man already.
Jey Uso going for the trifecta in Vegas. Connects this time to the back of Gunther. Does Jey have a chance? Does Jey Uso have a chance?
Wow.
Of the year?
Is Jey Uso about to be world champion?
You're a bad man. You put it all on Jey Uso.
And now Jey with a chop, with a sleeper on Gunther, turning Gunther's offense around him. Uso's got
Uso wins. Yes. Yes. Yee. Yes.
You guys want to talk about poetic justice? Jey Uso turned the tables tonight on Gunther. Jey Uso's world champion. Jey Uso wins his first title. He rolled the
Maybe this could be an omen this year that I'm not gonna say all the championships are gonna be changed, but I'm about to say a lot of the main ones could be changing. We could have some new guard now.
A miracle performance from Jey Uso. This is where it looked like the fix was in for Gunther, connecting with the skull of Jey with that championship, following it up with this massive splash. But something came over Jey Uso tonight, and he refused to be denied. And
Gunther tapped out,
throwing everything he had at the man. But
Jey
Jey was
did it.
simply equal to it and more.
Jey did it. Jey Uso did it.
Hitting Gunther with.
All right, so like I said, once each match goes, maybe we'll do like 60 seconds of a quick review, and then after that, we'll just keep the sound off until the start of the next match, or at least the enters of the wrestlers. Now, if somehow someone says something after the match is over, like if Jey wants to say something afterwards, we'll put the sound on for that. But outside of that, that's how we're going to do the streaming. It'll be the same way with the draft. Once they want to know who's the next draft pick, we'll turn off the sound until the picks in, and we'll just keep the sound on until they make the announcement and go from there. The pyro just went off. We about to yeet. Now he's on Raw because I don't have Netflix, but I will see the highlights on YouTube on Monday, probably Monday night, maybe early Tuesday morning, depending on when I can get to my YouTube channel, and probably we'll see what's going on. Oh, his brother's in the ring. I wouldn't be surprised if the first match of him defending his title will be with his brother at some point. But it looks like right now they're reconciled, which is good. Yeah, there's talks they might even give them a title shot at some point. A tag team title shot, at least one more. So that could be interesting. Now, Jerry's talking about probably maybe trying to go for the U.S. title, the Intercontinental title at some point. Don't be surprised the Usos start winning solo titles now. And not just, not just tag team titles anymore. And they're talking about maybe bringing a bloodline back again, maybe a 2.0 version. And I think this is supposed to be the start of a new bloodline again with the two Usos. So we're going to see how this plays out the next year. You know how people talk about different possibilities of storylines in wrestling. But this one I could see happening. Yeah, I'm happy for Jey. I mean, I wasn't always the biggest fan of the Usos per se, but I do like him. After all he went through in the last 2 years with his family, and now reconciled with family, now he's a champion. He's been a main eventer of a couple big. Because remember, if you consider, like, to me, the 4 biggest majors per year, the 4 biggest, you pretty much put one per quarter. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania is like the Super Bowl, World Series, whatever the biggest one, that's the biggest. SummerSlam, Survivor Series, that's the biggest 4. You can make the argument like the Players' Championship could be like Crown Jewel or something like that. And then since usually 9, 10 times Survivor Series is the last one, that'd be like the PGA, sometimes like the Tour Championship. They're trying to make Crown Jewel like you could on the new fourth one and make Summers like Survivor Series the equivalent of what golf would be with the Tour Championship or something like that. But I think to me the four biggest major pay-per-views for WWE is like I said, it's Royal Rumble, WrestleMania is the biggest, SummerSlam I think is the second biggest now because either this year or next year they're gonna start going to 2 days, and then you have Survivor Series. Those are me are the big four. And now Jey Uso has somewhat won the. You can make the argument the biggest one, like the winning Survivor Series and now winning the championship. So he's accomplished. Now I don't think he can do King of the Ring. I'm not saying he can, but that'll be unprecedented having a champion become King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring. Now there might be some stuff that not a lot of people's ever done in 1 year. Like, can he be the first one in a while can win all four major main events of 1 year? He's talking about Roman Reigns, John Cena, maybe now Cody Rhodes, stuff like that. That's not easy to do. Now, can he keep the title to at least SummerSlam? That's going to be interesting how long they're going to push him. They pushed Gunther for like 270 days, close to 270. Are they willing to push Jey Uso that long? Well, not quite 270 days left of the calendar year, but if you go almost to the end of the year, that's at least over 200 days at minimum. So we'll see how it plays out. They're showing like the on the Peacock cover. They're showing the gameplay of the WWE 2K25. So yeah, that was a great first match. Now they got different colors. Now you have the Dead Man edition. You got Roman Reigns. Now you got a Bloodline edition. We're not gonna do all the little unnecessary pre-talk. You see me sweating a little bit because it's hot as heck in the room, and I try to save some money on my electricity, not always blasting the AC, but I'm gonna try to buy me one of those little plug-in fans, like a little small fan for the room. I'll save up more money for that. Well, nice to have you here. If you just missed it, Jey Uso, and I'll put it in the chat just in case you just came and missed it. Jey Uso, new WWE World Champ. So just in case you missed it, I'll even do that too. I'll put the results of the matches in case you just missed it. You came in late. So yeah, Jey Uso was the first match with Gunther. He beat Gunther, made Gunther tap out. Yeah, he made him tap out. It wasn't a pin. It was a tap out on a sleeper hold. Jey Uso's new WWE World Champ. Like I said, for how long? I don't know. They done some weird stuff. They give up the title. We know Gump is gonna probably want to do a World Tag Teach. Oh, they got New Day versus the Raiders, not the Oakland Raiders. Oh, they doing this 4 months ago when they celebrated 10 years as a New Day.
Yourself over us.
You are never going to be medically clear. And since that's the case,
Why don't you get the hell out of this ring and get back to your desk where you belong? That's bro. It's a new era of the New Day, and nobody likes. We came.
Yeah, nobody likes the New Day. There've been a lot of people saying the last 4 or 5 months, New Day sucks. Even if your moms don't like what you done, yeah, you effed up. You effed up. You got family members saying you suck. Both their families don't like what you did to Big E. Even Cody Rhodes don't like you right now. That's saying a lot. Probably the only one with somewhat understand is John Cena, but even that would be pushing it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Even the tag team title, they got 2 different ones. This is like the equivalent of the Raw tag team titles. So we'll see. We'll at least go one more match, and we'll see how it goes. We don't get a lot of participation between now and the end of this next match. I'm probably gonna call it a night. Like I said, I'm not gonna be on here all different hours. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, and I don't feel like people are appreciating my time when I got other things I could be doing. And like I said, we're trying this experiment. So obviously, maybe this didn't work out the way I wanted, and we'll see what happens the next time we do it if we decide to do it at all. But it is what it is, and in the past I probably would have just kept going and going, but not no more. I just don't want to be on here for hours and hours, and you guys are not really participating. I'm not really saying nothing, and sometimes it hurts because I'm taking time from things I need to get done and things I need to get done to do things for y'all, sacrifice y'all, and I don't know if being a priest. Okay, hold on. Getting our first introduction. New Day's coming in.
That's one way to put it.
The new music's not bad. I prefer the old New Day entrance.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 417 pounds. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
The New Day tonight looking for a record 12th tag team title. Interesting, guys. Xavier Woods is 0-6 at WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston is just 2-13 at the big show. Well, guys, beginning tonight, every superstar performing will wear a commemorative WrestleMania patch that will be inserted in the top trading cards later this year. And beginning on Monday's episode of WWE Raw, any debuting superstar will sport the main roster debut patch, which will similarly be featured in a future set of top WWE trading cards. You never know. You might pull that one-of-one top trading card.
Talking about what superstars are wearing tonight, how about these outfits from the New Day? First of all, clearly a nod to WrestleMania 9's Giant Gonzalez.
How did that work out?
If you smell chloroform right now, keep that on ice. However, look closer at the patch. There is a 3-headed unicorn on the backs of both of these men. One of the heads has withered and died. I'm sure we can all figure out who that refers.
Yeah, you were very disrespectful to Big E on the Countdown show earlier today, Wade.
I understand the perspective of the New Day. Big E was an albatross around their necks. He basically turned these guys
let George Kittle beat their ass right here, right now.
High security. This is not acceptable at this level. Beat him up, George. This is not an NFL field. Let them
You got a match.
compete.
You got a match.
Wait a minute. George
You
Kittle,
got a match.
George Kittle acting like a fan, screaming at the New Day. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I think he swore at them. That was the problem.
You should have punched him, George.
All right, here we go. War Raiders. It's interesting you're gonna have a Raiders with a Las Vegas Raiders player.
Raiders.
Lord, mania.
And your opponents at a combined weight of 597 pounds. They are the world.
They nearly got a 200-pound advantage on the New Day.
When you see him, you know, Mania is war.
And they are defending the tag titles from Raw. That is World Tag Team titles. Listen, Eric and Ivar dressed as Clash of Clan characters tonight. Eric is the Barbarian King, Ivar as Pekka.
And this is an absolute disgrace. Who are the video game aficionados in WWE? It is the New Day, up, down, down. And even the video game world has turned their backs on one of the greatest tag teams of all time and refused to give them the outfit.
I'll tell you what, you go up, down, down against the Barbarian King. First hero unlocked at Town Hall 7. Has high damage, you can protect the troops with low health. And then you go down to Pekka, this is a robot-like troop with high damage and good armor. So you put those two together, I think the New Day are in some doo-doo problems.
I didn't know you were a gamer.
Oh, they could have had Hog Rider out here. It would have been a whole new thing. Hog Rider.
Did you say put armor on your back? Did I?
No,
correct.
Pekka is the character.
Okay.
Barbarian King is the character. Hog Rider is a fast-moving, heavily armored unit that can deal substantial damage.
Hey, I got to do some business. Enough of the things on your Pekka.
That's the Clash of
WWE has invaded Classic Clans, joining the Millions, playing with superstars like Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and The Undertaker at Game Today. Classic Clans, lead your clan to victory. War Raiders defending the titles against the New Day here tonight.
Pekka starting this match for the War Raiders.
That would actually be Eric and out the New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods trying to double team Eric of the War Raiders.
Big time, right? From Xavier that he just laughs at.
Eric just powers up Kofi and uses him as a battering ram against Xavier Woods.
Yeah, we out of here. They want no part of this.
Back in December, tag name Ivar is now the legal name.
The War Raiders are so damn innovative.
Yeah, here's the double team, just dumping Ivar on the boat.
Wow. They use that guy as a bowling ball. That's crazy.
They are completely reckless with their own bodies in pursuit of victory. This does not look good for New Day right out of the blocks.
No risk, no
This is
business.
a running cross body.
New Day love pancakes. Now they are a pair of pancakes after that.
He said they like pancakes. Now they are pancakes. Oh man. Hey, Wade Bell, I'm glad you were part of the team this year. He brings a little different perspective. I like it.
And look at this 330-pound man covered by Eric for the win. Kick out somehow by Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods got 330 pounds to his face, not once, but actually twice, and somehow kicked out a tooth.
I hope that our ring announcer, Alicia Taylor, is upset over the fact that Xavier Woods stole her haircut for this match tonight.
Yes, you can be inspired by the greats even when everybody hates you.
Oh, and look at this. Xavier Woods intercepting Eric, and now the attack is underway.
We have it on good authority that
And the barricade. Remember the bad neck of Eric, a focal point of the New Day this past week.
they're not scared to kind of do anything they got to do to win again. And that's kind of been the MO of this New Day. Kofi's parents are actually pulling for the War Raiders.
A lot of people are taking shots at the New Day because of their treatment of Biggie. The truth is they had to change something.
Look at this.
They become a nostalgia act.
And now right to the back of Eric. And remember, and we're going to harp on this because we have to, the surgically repaired neck of Eric, which almost cost him his wrestling career a number of years ago. Cover now, doing the tag titles. Look at the leg kick out by Eric at 2.
Tonight is really the acid test for the New Day. Was it a good idea to jettison Biggie, win the titles, and all is forgiven? This is part of the journey for them getting back to championship gold that they have not held in several years.
And you know what's interesting, guys? They know each other so well. They've met over a dozen times over the past number of years. Been a tremendous rivalry between these two teams.
They knew Day's potential.
Oh, look at that.
Future Hall of Famers. I think a lot of people would say
Zigzag!
Cover now and a kick out.
A lot of people would say guaranteed future Hall of Famers, but with the way they're operating, they might burn enough bridges that nobody wants them in the Hall of Fame. But if they win another title in this new era, new version of the New Day, you're talking about greatest of all time forever.
I think you're already there. I mean, they held 11 plus the NXT championship, but it's been over 2 years since they've been tag titles. Xavier Woods again targeting the back of the neck of Eric. Great strategy by the New Day. It's the arm and the leg. That was a great cover there.
Superb, tightly hooked. There's a lot left in the tank of Eric. Although that neck of his is surely taken a ton of abuse thus far. And Ivar on the outside, desperate to get himself in there.
Watching one of the greatest of all time, Ric Flair. Yeah.
Mocking it's a tribute.
Seemed like it. Shot by Woods, and now Eric trying to fight back. Desperation time now for Eric.
Well, this is why New Day are such specialists. They've completely isolated Eric, got him on the wrong side of the tracks, and now they're dropping the hammer.
Well, now they're going to steal one out of the book of the Great Hardy Boys, but Eric catches Kofi Kingston in midair and drops him right onto the back of Xavier Woods.
I mean, the New Day were taking their sweet-ass time there. It was only a matter of time before the War Raiders were able to gain their breath. And Ivar's looking to get into the match.
Arrogance kicking in for the New Day, starting to showboat too much.
Tag,
And what an error.
Ivar's 300-plus pounder with a big back body drop to Kofi Kingston.
Sidewalk slam.
Kofi's record, not stellar at WrestleMania, was the cross body, but he did win a world title here. Kofi Mania, of course, a number of years ago.
It's a 330-pound weapon this time.
How impressive is Ivar when he gets a...
Oh, sit down, Kofi! Goes splat! Cartwheel! And down goes Woods.
It's an arsenal of moves. A guy that big.
That big, that guy moving that big and moving that quick. I don't think that should be legal.
Back to his feet is Kofi Kingston. Ivar not. Kofi up. Kofi able to get out of it with a kick right to the face.
It healed to the chin there by Kofi. Perfect place.
Referee Eddie Orenga.
Always has a great fade and a great eye on the call.
Big head slam, that's one today. Here's the double team.
Watch this.
I try to double team, and Ivar going to take out both members of the New Day.
Well, Ivar really has to do this on his own with Eric down and seemingly out. I would not put it past the big man.
Oops, you're not supposed to see that. No.
It's got to be a scary sight back. Can you imagine 300-plus pounders heading up to the top rope now, and Xavier Woods going to meet him there.
A bad spot to be staring at those cheeks, knowing something bad's coming.
And the honor roll by Woods.
Just a beat too long for Eric. Excuse me, Ivar, as he was going skyward.
That's the thing about the New Day. They might be down, but they're never out. Always on time.
And focusing on Ivar, who had an exit three as well. Eric, they're going to pick right out of midair.
I'll meet you halfway, Eric says.
Xavier Woods knocked out of the ring. Went for a full Nelson. Nice counter by Kofi. Trouble in paradise.
Really cleaning the clock of Eric, cleaning out the ring, and now it's one-on-one.
Has to turn his attention to Ivar now. Kofi catches him with a kick right to the face. Kofi kicks it out. Going up to the top rope, going to fly. Ivar able to duck underneath. Kofi rolls through. Big spinning heel kick by Ivar.
How the hell did he get his knee up that high? Right on time, Kofi's face eats Ivar's knees.
Now going for a second bite of the cherry. We've seen this before from the big man. Utter devastation ahead.
A doomsday song.
Oh my God, that's over with.
Cover from the top rope. There's the big limit break elbow by Woods.
Perfect timing from Xavier Woods.
Cover. Almost had him, and Ivar had to kick out. What a sequence.
I thought the top ropes broke.
He's at the top rope, bro.
Armbar here on the top rope. Barely gets over. I think he slipped on the top rope. Just about made it through.
That's crazy. A guy that big and backflip like that.
Xavier Woods just enough time to bust that thing wide open.
Just an incredible scene in Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Over 60,000 here. First night of a two-night WrestleMania. WrestleMania Saturday. This is for the World Tag Titles. The War Raiders against the New Day.
War Raiders defending their titles in a brawl here to start this.
Last guy you want to slugging it out with is Big Eric. If you're Xavier Woods, you're never going to win that one.
Eric pumped up. Oh, kick right in the midsection by Woods. Xavier Woods, former king of the ring. Looks for the honorable again. Eric now finally gets the full Nelson in and a knee right to the back of the head.
So again, if y'all listening, please let me know if you can hear the sound during the match.
Eric's lost his damn mind. When do you go for a cover there?
A great point. I mean, I don't know.
He wants more. The War want more.
We're putting through so much abuse out the New Day. Now it's punishment time.
Oh, and from behind, Kofi Kingston saving Xavier Woods.
Eric just lost his mind there temporarily. Taken over by Rage, but it might be academic
And
now.
double team now, looking for the War Machine. And look at this, Kofi Kingston caused Ivar to lose his balance. He landed on the back of his neck.
It was all behind the referee's back. Nicely done by the New Day. The fix may well be in here.
Tag made now. Xavier Woods is now the legal man. Frequent tags by New Day.
Kofi with a super genius play.
Remember the bad neck as well. From the top rope, Woods with some daylight. Cover by Woods, hook of the leg. Kofi Kingston with the assist and the New Day.
Wow.
Tag team title.
Here are your winners, and new World Tag Team Champions, the New Day.
You know, Wade, to be honest, that was highway robbery, and there's a reason the New Day are running out of Las Vegas.
Running like they stole something. Kofi certainly assisted with the pin, but what a win for the New Day.
A re-energized, reinvigorating New Day, but this
That Superman punch was crazy.
Eric, as the War Raiders went on the warpath, but hats off to the New Day. They ate everything and kept on ticking, and this is where Big Eric lost the plot completely. Woods close to out cold, and instead of going for that pin, the War Raiders went to finish the job, but too crafty was Kingston on the outside. One daylight later, and this is proof positive that jettisoning Big E was the right thing to do for the New Day.
I don't know about any of that, but you obviously saw Kofi get the assist from the outside, and now the GOAT conversation should grow louder for the New Day in the tag team world.
Wade, you said it earlier how important this match was for the New Day to establish this new image they have. Well, this new image has led them to become the brand new World Tag Champs.
This April,
Well, we'll see. We'll give it like another 10 minutes, and we'll see if anybody else will come online. If not, then we're just going to end the stream early, and then we'll go from there. And, like I said, as much as I like to do stuff like this, but like I said, I'm not going to be like doing this all night long, and people not going to totally appreciate me doing stuff like this. So and plus I still got to record my episode tonight for Easter. So y'all pay attention to that. I hope you guys like what I say. It's not gonna be too long of an episode, but just just a couple things I want to say about Easter. I'm just gonna put that in the chat too. Happy Easter weekend. Hope everybody has a good Easter weekend. Don't see anybody on here right now. I know we did 2 matches tonight, which was good. It's a good experiment. We're over an hour, so I'm just gonna let you guys know I will not do night 2. You know, I really wanted to with Cody and John Cena, but instead I will try next week to do the NFL draft. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, I'll do the first hour because at least my team drafts first. So I'll definitely easily get that in within the first hour and 5 minutes of the live stream. And maybe I'll even do a quick short, give everybody a notification on YouTube, on my Facebook page and my LinkedIn page. At least give everybody at least a day's notice. So in case they want to come and watch it next week, at least they have time. So maybe I'll start doing that from now on too. So so next match is gonna be Jade and Naomi. Well, we're gonna end the stream here. I'm not gonna do much longer because I'm gonna quickly record my episode, and then after that, I got a couple things to get done tonight, and be ready to go. Well, I want to thank you guys for the few people who did try and come out tonight. Like I said, we did at least two matches. That's good. So it's a little bit of hours. So that's the equivalent of maybe if each team gets maximized. Oh wait, we got 2 people. Hey, so yeah, we've been doing a live stream with WWE. If you guys missed it, I put the results of each match in the chat. Jey Uso is now new world champion. New Day is now the new WWE Tag Champions. So 2 title matches, 2 new champions. So and yeah, so again, we're gonna end it from here. If you're new to the channel, you'll check it out. I hope you like what you see and hear, and we'll go from there. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next video. God bless y'all. We'll try this again next Thursday for the NFL draft, and from there we'll see if we're going to continue doing live streams of different sporting events before the end of the year. All right. Take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your WrestleMania. You're going to watch it. But otherwise, enjoy your Easter weekend. I'm going to drop the Easter episode tomorrow morning. I'm going to record it tonight, and then you should get it by early tomorrow morning Eastern time and go from there. Okay, see you on the next video. Bye.